Again in the wonderful world of Grant. Heading down here to a spot on the mystery that, again, a lot of people have seen but understand. And that's what all this stuff is about. We're trying to understand certain elements. And he's still on fire. We were just here a minute ago and we sticky bombed this owl. And I figured if we drove off, he would reset, but he didn't. He's still kind of, he looks like he's pissed because we bombed him.
He's not happy at all, is he?
That didn't work out quite like I wanted to, but that's okay. Everybody, you've been here. You know what this place is. This is Two Hoots Falls. And the reason we're here is like, you know, this owl kind of represents in the world of mysteries, in the world of conspiracy theories, in the world of religion. There's all kinds of different philosophies about owls, and I'm not going to go into all the different ones. I know several of them, but there's also little tiny depictions of owls on the $1 bill. There's this giant, like 30-40 foot owl in the woods of the redwoods in Bohemian Grove, and we're next to a waterfall. I found something. I don't know if it is anything in particular, but it sure looks like something to me. And I ran it by Jonny, and he kind of thought that maybe it was significant too. So we're kind of just passing this on. That's what we're doing. We're just passing stuff on. I don't know exactly what I ought to say about this place, except it kind of messed me up because this is still black. I thought it would be refreshed by the time we drove back up here, but it's kind of weird. It's usually if you sticky bomb something and drive away from it, it resets, but this didn't reset. He's still dark. Maybe we didn't go far enough away, but I don't understand. But anyway, if you're here most of the time, there's a picture. This sign says Two Hoots Falls, and there's an icon right up there of a camera, where you stand here and turn around and look back towards the Mount Chiliad Mountains, and it's like, telling you that there's maybe a panorama view. It's a good place to take pictures. Really, we can't be for sure of what exactly the camera icon on the picture would mean. We'd love to show it to you, but it's still dark. But let me show you the other thing that I found. Let me get a chopper real quick, and we'll fly over there. We're not going to make a real long live thing. We just want to. It's just one of those rare things that I happen to come across, and I have not seen anybody else talk about this. It may not be anything. Then again, it may be everything. Who knows?
And that's what it's all about.
Yeah. I would rather look at it and it be nothing than not to look at it and it was, something all along.
Yep.
So now,
Like the only way we're ever going to find anything out is to keep on speculating these things, going around looking, finding these things. It's the only way.
All right, now keep this in mind, guys. Here's what we're looking at. We're at Two Hoots Falls. Here is an owl. There's a waterfall. Okay, keep that in mind. Let's go. We're going to the eastern side of Los Santos in the city. And I don't want to tell you what it is until we get there because I want you to look at it yourself. I don't want to put any ideas in your head. I want to do this. I want you to make the fresh assumption or evaluation. Kind of, pardon me if I don't use the right words. This is kind of late for me, and I'm a little sleepy. We just decided to do this real quick. And Jonny, I think, is working on like a half a minute of sleep himself from like the past 20 days.
Feels like that for sure.
I think he's a robot, man. We've been mystery hunting and stalking our bunkers and just doing all kinds of crazy stuff here because we're kind of addicted to this game. We can't get off of it. It's like, it's my crack, man.
We think we've got issues.
We have issues. We need issues because we have issues.
That is for sure.
Yeah. But I mean, it's Rockstar's fault, man. It's not my fault. It's not your fault. It's Rockstar's fault. They shouldn't have made such a good game.
That's true. That is true.
Actually, it kind of worries me about GTA 6 because they set the bar so high with this one. They really better pull something out of their ass for me.
So the possibilities for that game are endless.
Yeah. And hopefully they're going to take a lot of the stuff that, you know, they learned from this one and turn it into something more.
Exactly.
You know, use all the small tweaks and things to really fix it and make a far better game than we can ever imagine. I mean, it's theirs to mess up. I mean,
that's it with the feedback that's out there with everybody, all the other hunters out there checking things out. We've got enough feedback there on YouTube, for example, to should make an amazing game.
right, exactly. All right, folks, here we are. Jonny, if you wouldn't mind, when I set this chopper down, if you pull your map up, can you still see that on the live stream?
No, but what I can do, I can extend my map, so
Okay.
everyone can see where we are. Give a bit of a view.
And we're kind of right next to Mirror Park. It's kind of like where this river starts.
Yeah.
It's like a man-made river. And what I want to show you is right over here. And like I say, guys, this may not be anything, but it looks too much like something to be nothing, at least to me. And I showed this to Jonny, and he was like, that kind of looks suspicious. Now, with all the layered imaging and everything in the game, and the mirrors, I'll get out of Jonny's way, let him use his phones, because he's looking through his camera port. But this thing right here, I don't want to tell you what I think it looks like, but you can look at it yourself. There's actually several pictures in there that you can see, but one in particular just kind of seems.
And I've got an owl's body with wings either side. It's definitely an owl. Definitely an owl.
Yeah, it certainly looks like one to me.
Yeah, it's an owl in mid-flight flying towards. You can even see where the feet are and the tail, the feathers at the back for its tail.
I don't know if you can, if this works out, if it's sometimes this game is crazy on the physics, but you can see where I'm pointing. You know, because he won't point right. I want him to point. Sniper off of point with. I don't know if this is actually working, but like I'll put a bullet hole like right above what looks like the wings.
Yep.
And then one right below where his body goes. Now to me, at those 3 points, it makes a perfect owl. There's also stuff right, like in between the wings. It kind of looks like a nest. I mean, I get like, it looks like a nest with eggs, or it could be, I can even see like what might look like a picture of Jesus, and then right above that looks like maybe some kind of angel, and then when you back away from it, it looks like maybe an alien face. There's all kinds of different pictures and things in that post. And if you go on this side, Jonny, if you go on this side, there's something like down towards the bottom, maybe right above that.
You're just in my way, mate.
there's actually some pictures in that. Now, I don't know if this is supposed to be something or not, but it's why would they go through the trouble of creating these textures that look like faces if there was nothing to it? Maybe they're just doing it to mess with us, but I don't think so.
Yeah, I've seen very similar sort of faces like this at the side of one of the tunnels. One of the entrances to one of the tunnels, there's the columns on the outside, and they've got similar sort of faces, but they look like aliens' heads. But they are very, it's a very similar sort of texture and thing.
I can show you several places where those are, but this one is one that really stood out in my mind. Talking about Two Hoots Falls. Now, there's one other thing about this. We just left a statue of an alien. I mean, excuse me, a statue of an owl.
Yeah.
Next to a waterfall. And here's something else that looks like an owl next to a waterfall. Now, it's not this big roaring waterfall. It's more of a spillway from a dam, but
yeah,
it is a waterfall.
It's still waterfall.
I don't know if that. So Two Hoots Falls. I don't know.
Is there another owl on the other pillar over the other side?
I can't remember. I've looked and I can't remember. It seems like there is, but it's not as defined as that one.
Right.
That one just kind of stands out. It seems like this one is more obscure. Yeah, it's there, but oh shit.
Oh, kamikaze.
I was just scaling the wall there.
Yeah, this one, to be honest, looks like the wall is gone through the owl. I'll get my phone up and I'll investigate that.
Comedy reel here.
Yeah, the owl would be where the concrete post is there.
Yeah, that was more obscure. And like I said, it may not be anything, man. I mean, they may be, our audience may be looking and going, "Yeah, these guys are, they're reaching." But that one's kind of obscured. This one almost looks like it would accentuate this thing at the top, and that thing at the top looks more like some kind of cow skull or something like that.
Yeah, I was thinking. So it does look very similar to that.
It's crazy. I think the tunnel you were talking about that has the other pictures, that's up around Mount Chiliad. It's around the not the TL1 tunnel, but the train tunnel underneath the TL1.
Okay.
They've got pillars up there have some really weird looking stuff on them. And I can show you something else really quick. Because like I said, I don't want to make this too long. Yeah. I know our first live stream is pretty long, but I
got a bit carried away with ourselves.
Well, there's a lot of information. I think what we might ought to do is go back with some of that information.
Yeah, do like little small videos,
Yeah, just so that people could know, watch it in smaller intervals, and then when you have the time, you could watch the whole thing and how it ties together. But I think as we go along with this, we'll get a lot better at it. At least I hope so. Which I think it's this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this canal. Pretty sure it's this one. I think it is. It's I think it's right here. Yeah, check this out. Like all up and down these columns, there seem to be mirrored images.
Yeah, I see.
Let me set this shot down. And like I said, I don't know. Like I said in the other video, I don't know if this stuff means anything. But there's another red X right there. Everybody's looking for the red X's. I'm just pointing out the things. Some of this stuff I think matters. Some of it I think don't matter. But I'm trying to point out things that other people are looking at. some of this stuff honestly doesn't really mean anything to me. Um, but when I see it, and I know that some other people have seen it,
That's it. What doesn't mean nothing to you could mean something to someone else.
exactly, exactly, and that it may be the key. This is not what I'm looking for. Uh, my phone closed and went over here. One of these columns has really interesting shapes on it. It's either this one or it's the one down there. And if I can't find it, I'm not going to waste a lot of time. I'll try to find it later, and then we'll, talk about it at a later date. We have plenty,
Yeah.
plenty of room for more live streams. I don't think it's on this pillar. I've done quite a bit of work in texturing, especially when I used to play Second Life a lot, and was a creator, a builder, and I've done quite a bit with textures.
Yeah.
And the way these wrap, and when they make the faces, that's not something that's just easily done, and that's something you have to plan that out. You have to draw like half a face, and then you have to complete it. You have to draw a line down the center and make it look like that. And you have to make sure that it's perfectly centered around the axis to get it to mirror like that. This isn't it either.
No, I think the one you're thinking of's further up. I think it's more up towards near the dam part.
It may be. But anyway, folks, that's what we wanted. We wanted to show you the thing about the. Sorry, we got sidetracked.
Yep.
I wanted to show you the thing about the owl. I don't know. I just crazy random encounter one day, and I think I might have wrecked the car or something and pulled over there, and I just happened to look up and I saw that, and that picture just jumped out at me, and I was like, wow, that looks like an owl. I mean, I saw it from pretty far away. And I showed that to a couple of people, and every single time I've asked someone, what does this picture look like to you? Immediately they say, it looks like a bird. I said, what kind of bird? And they look a little closer and they go, it looks like an owl. Every single time, it has not failed. It's been like 3 or 4 times that someone has been in my house that plays this game, and I said, hey, check this out. What's this look like? That's an owl. How sure of you that it looks like an owl? Oh, I'm positive it looks just exactly like an owl. Okay, well, thanks, because you just confirmed what I thought. Now, coincidence? Could be. Don't know. But it's an owl right next to a waterfall, a man-made waterfall, but it's a waterfall. I mean, hell, as far as that goes, this is another waterfall right here. It's a spillway, but it's a waterfall. So, I mean, I don't know if it matters anything. I don't know if it means anything. It could be a point. So it could be some kind of navigational point. It could be some kind of marker. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, I see. Look on the ground here. There's another X. You guys are looking for these red X's everywhere. They're all over the place. They're everywhere. So I don't know. Johnny, you got anything else? If not,
No. Well, what we'll do now is, so obviously we'll probably just carry on, obviously off stream, and see if we can find anything else, and obviously we'll keep you guys updated with the next video. Subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and like, and thank you very much, and we'll catch you on the next one.
and one other thing, guys, if you have anything you'd like for us to look at, if you have anything, please, send us a comment. I think Johnny, I'm sure you've got your Twitter.
Yeah, I've got my
videos.
Twitter set been set up now. If you can message on the video, obviously we'll try our best to have a look for you and see if we can shed any light on anything.
Your thing. So, thanks a lot, guys, and we will catch you on the flip side. Don't you do it.